We're going to begin with Sheni. So we mentioned yesterday the concept that the whole idea behind the giving to the Mishkan and all the avodas of the Mishkan was really giving with your heart. Hashem is looking for our hearts to be in it, not just to do actions by rote, but rather to put our hearts into it. And it's interesting. Sheni discusses first the kapires, the covering of the aron, and following that, we're going to talk a little bit about the shulchan. The shulchan was there for the lechem apanim. Every week there would be these loaves of bread that were placed on there, and they would be eaten. They would be removed every Shabbos and eaten. What was the purpose of these lechem apanim? So the Svarim explained to us that the point is the lechem apanim really represent the shefa that Hashem gives us for parnasa. He gives us food. So Hashem gives it to us through something physical. The representation of that physical thing is the lechem apanim. There was an incredible story that took place during the times of the Ari HaKadosh. There was a Rav who got up and he was speaking about how terrible it is that nowadays we don't have a shulchan anymore, we don't have any more the lechem apanim. And there was an anus. The anusim were people who were chased out of Spain. And this anus, who was actually from Portugal, he ended up in Tzvi, and he heard the rabbi's speech, and he took it to heart, and he went home and he told his wife, we're going to make loaves of bread every week, and we're going to give it to Hashem. And he brought those loaves of bread every Friday. He brought it to the shul, and he would pour out his heart and say, Hashem, please accept my lechem apanim, and then he would leave. And of course, the shamish of the shul would come every Friday. He didn't know who was bringing him, but he would take those loaves of bread, and he would enjoy those loaves of bread on Shabbos. One time when he brought those loaves of bread, the rabbi happened to be in the shul, and he didn't notice him, and he puts down the loaves of bread and he starts crying to Hashem to accept his lechem apanim that he made for Hashem. And the Rav, seeing this, he got up and he said, you're such a fool. You think that you're bringing lechem apanim? Don't you realize Hashem's not eating your lechem apanim? The shamish is eating it every week. And he really berated him. A few moments later, he got a message from the Ari HaKadosh. The Ari wants to see him. And he was told by the Ari that his time has come, that Hashem's going to take him away. And he pleaded with the Ari HaKadosh, says, why? Why is it that I'm being taken away from this world? And the Ari HaKadosh told him, he says, you know how precious it was, those tefillos, those lechem apanim, that this person, that this anus brought to every week to Hashem, and because you took that pleasure away from Hashem, you can no longer be in this world. So you see again this concept that the whole purpose of the Mikdash, the whole purpose of the lechem apanim, and the way we could actually be shaykh to it today is if we give of our hearts. If we give of our hearts to HaKadosh Baruch Hu, we in a way have a Mikdash even in today's day and age.